Hi, good night, Cuffe Labrish with Mona in the Fatigable Heights. Okay, so I'm here to talk about my experience on the Clubhouse app and what's been going on in the past week, because you know y'all ain't seen me and no videos coming out because I've been caught up over there with the drama. So I went on Clubhouse. I seen my friend invited me to Clubhouse, but I never really took it to the next level because you know I'm concentrating on my YouTube. It's the YouTube for me, and I'm really trying to build a YouTube platform because that's kind of really what I'm interested in the most. However, I do want to make my platform as large and as wide as I possibly can, and I have a lot of ideas of how I want to expand. So you know, I'm looking for all areas, avenues, and all platforms to just cross my brand. So I'm on there and everything, and I seen a room with Jason Lee talking about something. So I said, okay, let me jump on this and see what he's talking about, because Jason Lee talks about what I talk about, which is celebrity blogging and stuff. So I'm just like, okay, let me hear what Jason got to say. So I went over there and everything. Anyway, he was in a room with some people, and it was like they were talking about the dark side, and you know, they were talking about like, you know, dark side versus this side, and you know, this, that, and the third, and you know, this guy Sam Vito, and he's like the king of the dark side, and you know, this other guy Don Perez, and the people, and there was like discord, and there was like a question of who started the dark side movement, or you know, where did it originate from, and all this stuff, and Jason Lee in the middle trying to figure it out. And then there was like the guy's brother, and he was talking to Jason, and they didn't like how they was talking to each other. Then they started cursing at each other, and then the room ended and it was a wrap. And then it was a lot of drama because then the people in the Clubhouse decided to crown Jason Lee as the new king of the dark side, the new leader of the dark side. And Jason Lee, you know, came in and there was a vote and he got his crowning and everything, and it just went on and so on and so forth. But it did shake up the Clubhouse, and it did make a lot of activity go on, and I was catching it like, oh, okay, what is this? Like, who is this people? I don't know, right? So I'm sitting over here interested in everything. I did meet a great club leader, AAyan X on Clubhouse, and I've been in his room, and he has great topics. And look out for AAyan, because AAyan is the next thing that's gonna be popping. Anyway, so, and I think AAyan has a YouTube as well, so follow AAyan. Anyway, so child, you know, they have these creator ideas and a lot of creator activities and creative things going on. And just let you know, like, the black people on Clubhouse are the one that really push the app, and so that, you know, people are looking, they're watching, they're seeing who the influencers are, and they are taking note, and they want to give, you know, some people opportunities in, you know, creating content and stuff like that, you know, monies and things like that to help you, you know, further your business and your business idea, whatever is going on with all of that. And so people come on there and they offer people money, and I guess they offer the people in the room some money. And Sam Vito was saying, they was like, well, tell me who to choose or whatever, and he was going to be in the choosing. And then Jason came in, and Jason took the conversation the way that it went, and then they took the conversation the way that it went, and it just didn't go that great. So I think it was a big misunderstanding between all the parties, but I think it was a misunderstanding, and I think that nobody has really understood that. It's not like they're going back to listen to the rooms to see what really happened or what took place or whatever. So it's just a general idea of what happened, and it just was like drama. But I do like what Jason is saying, because Jason Lee, because he is saying that he also has a great room, guys, on Clubhouse, where he has a daily program called The Daily Read, and so on and so forth. And you know, Jason Lee's one of the top YouTube creators, and somebody who has built a, I don't know how many $1 million platform for himself, and has made a living, a career, and everything out of this. So kudos to Jason Lee. So he turned the Clubhouse upside down. So the Clubhouse is currently upside down right now, and they're waiting to see what's the next big thing and what's going to happen and who's going to get what and what's going to happen, all these types of stuff. So that's something to keep your eye on for the Clubhouse app and what's happening next. So rest in peace to DrakeO the Ruler. I went on the Clubhouse app to see if I could get any tea about DrakeO the Ruler and see, you know, what really happened or whatever. But when I went on there and I started to read the rooms, I realized that some of this stuff is a little bit gang, and I don't know gang, and I don't understand gang. So I don't want to get involved in gang. And I read the room and I read, you know, the internet, and the people are feeling like people are taking themselves into this conversation saying, oh, this is the person who did it and this is the person who didn't do it or whatever, when they don't know what's really going on out there in California. And they take offense to that. And so I'm not going to address it as to who did what. I'm just going to say they, as I said, it's a little gang. However, Wack 100 was on the Clubhouse. I was in the room with Wack 100. I think he was in the, oh God, don't quote me which room he was in. I don't remember which room he was in, but he was in one of them rooms talking about, you know, the night of the concert, the show that they had, and what was going on, and the fact that he had told his wife they was leaving early. They got into a fight. He got into an internal fight with friends, his own friends, and them got into a fight. He was there with the game. He ushered the game out of there. Blueface, you know, they all got out of there before anything like happened. They didn't know what happened, and nobody knows what really happened or whatever, you know, the underground, but like, you know, like that. And just giving an overall count of what their night was like and why they wasn't where DrakeO was and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna leave it up to the law to let us know like who committed that crime or whatever, if they do find that person. And I'll continue to listen out, but they're not really talking about that anymore. People have moved on from DrakeO the Ruler. So rest in peace, DrakeO the Ruler. And I'll continue to watch the news and see what's going on with that, and not put my 2 cents in something that I don't know anything about. I was over there, and I don't know if it was Bulletz room. I was in Bulletz room, Bulletz Gotti, in one of those rooms, and they were talking about the Wack 100. They were talking about the Snow versus Mano. Mano came in the room. Mano and Snow had a, you know, a back and forth and so on. I wasn't in that room, so I can't go too deep into it, but it was real. Like, this stuff be going on Clubhouse, like, for real. People be, like, having conversations with the damn celebrities, and they be coming in to defend themselves or not defend themselves, or to talk, or to just shoot the breeze, or whatever it is that celebrities do. So it is popping on the app, just to let you know. So when you don't see me, that's where I'm at, or I'm on Twitter. I'm Twitter Spaces, you know, with my boo, T with Dre, talking about the Real Housewives, because you know that's my passion. And I do love me some housewives and some housewives tea, and that ain't gonna stop, not no time soon. Alright, so that's that for that. Just to let you know, what else did I want to talk about? Okay, so that's basically it for now, for the tea. Just let you know, Kanye West apparently bought the house. Let me just give y'all date. Tea. Okay. Okay, so first I want to talk about the former Real Housewife, Meghan King. She got married to Joe Biden's nephew, and they've been married for like 2 months. According to Delisted, on October 11, 2021, former Real Housewives of Orange County cast member Meghan King said "I do" to Cuffe Biden-Owens, a.k.a. the long-haired lawyer nephew of President Joe Biden. On December 24th, Page 6 reported that 37-year-old Meghan was telling friends she and 42-year Cuffe had broken up, and she confirmed the news on her Instagram on December 27th. Today. today. Okay, so it was before December 22nd. Meghan and Cuffe's union was even briefer than Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphrey's 72-day marriage, and that's actually pretty impressive. Today, Meghan took to her Instagram stories to confirm the rumors. She wrote, "I've been asked by many outlets and individuals to comment on the state of my marriage. I am rattled. The situation is profoundly devastating. This is obviously not what I imagined when I made my vows, and I'm shocked and saddened by the way things turned out. I'm moving forward. My children as privately process our pain and begin to let go of shattered dreams. At this time, I ask for your grace and gentle kindness as I navigate this labyrinth of grief with my family." So that's a shame. Well, according to D-Listed, there'll always be Team Detective Meghan King, Edmonds Owens, because she heroically exposed Vicky's ex-boyfriend cancer scam, and her cheating ex-husband, former baseball player Jim Edmonds, with whom she shares 3-year-old twins, Hazen Hart, and 5-year-old daughter Aspen. Jim's a cheater and a Trump supporter, so Meghan marrying a Democrat Biden felt like the ultimate FU. So Meghan and Cuffe's wedding was profiled for Brides.com, and in the interview, she shared that they met online and got serious very quickly. Ex-husband Jim Edmonds told the Daily Mail he thought the marriage was a joke because they'd only been dating for like 4 weeks. He even speculated that she might be pregnant, and there's a wonderful pic from their wedding. Hey, Meghan King, she's something else, boy. She should still be on Real Housewives of Orange County, because that would be something else right now. So, yes, and the Real Housewives, they're famous for their tea. Shabu, they make life happen. So, that's what occurred. So, she posted the last picture of them as a family on November 24th. And this is her third marriage. The first was a brief union to her college sweetheart. She had 3 divorces by age 37. She married 1 pro athlete and the president's nephew. Well, go ahead, Meghan King. And just like I said, if Andy Cohen knows what's good for him, he'll call up Meghan and get her in the next season of the Real Housewives of Orange County to spell those Biden family secrets. And that's what we're looking for. She needs to come back, child. That's going to spice up Real Housewives of Orange County and give Heather a run for her rich money. Okay, so moving on. So let me see what else I have for y'all. I think that's basically it. Oh, Wheel of Time review. Oh my God, Wheel of Time episode. Did I give you episode 7? I think I gave y'all episode 7. Yeah, episode 8. Wheel of Time episode 8. Oh my God, you know, Sam, this really broke my heart because this right here is done. It's finished. And I looked up and I asked my daughter, I said, "Is it done already?" And she's like, "Yes." And I'm like, "Yes." And I know it is, but I'm just hurt about it. It hurt me to the core. So like I said, when I told you initially about the Wheel of Time, I said, listen, either one of them is the dragon, or maybe all of them are the dragon. And duh, spoiler alert, they're all the dragon. It's the connection between them all that has something for them to, each has a purpose for the dark one. And there was a battle, an ultimate battle, because what's his name? Rand received the message from the visionary that he is the dark one. I mean the dragon. So he went and he told Moraine on the last episode when we met, you know, the Moraine's girlfriend, the Queen of the Aes Sedai. So now we go into the situation. So she and Rand took off without fail to go fight the dark one in the Blights, in the midst of this Blight place, and at the Eye of the World or whatever. So he's at the Eye of the World fighting with the dark one, And the Dark One sends his army to fight with the rest of the dragons, which are Nynaeve and Perrin and Egwene fighting at the city, trying to hold the armies back. So, oh my God, it was so, oh my God, I thought we was going to lose. We lost Nynaeve and got her back. And, you know, Egwene, I thought we was going to lose them both and everything like that. But thanks be to the light and the light, and the wheel of light and wheel time of light, and everything else, and the good and the greatness. They was able to stay alive and come back to life, and all these other things that occurred. So that was very good. And then, like, for me personally, I was like blown away because Rand is over here now falling for a trick of the Dark One, talking about something he could have a family with Egwene, like he always wanted and everything. For a minute I thought he was gonna fall for that trick, but then he done did what he had to do and conquered that piece of the enemy energy. And then the other part of the enemy energy was with Pat and Fane coming into the city, trying to take over and get the box. They had some tool that the dragon is supposed to have, and now the Dark One has the damn tool. The Rand now, he doesn't believe in himself and don't understand that he's stronger than we thought, and he thought, and that I know he's strong enough to fight the madness of touching the source. And he done told Moraine to tell the people that he didn't make it and all of this, so you know it's gonna go around in a circle. And then, like, Pat and Fane had to explain to Perrin that no, Perrin, it's not like that. Y'all is all of y'all. It's not one, it's all of y'all. So everybody have their own part to play with all of these. So the battle has just begun. The battle has just begun. I can't wait for season 2. I'm heard about it. It went by too quick. It was so good. Like, the little 45 minutes to an hour that it took to sit and watch it was like nothing. And I'm just like, when's the next listen, I don't know about this on me, like, you know, what's going on with the situation on the outside, and they seem like they want to lock down the inside again. And I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and hurry up and film season 2 and get it out to me. Amazon Prime, Wheel of Time now streaming on Amazon Prime. We have got season 1 and we are ready for season 2 ASAP. Please do not wait a year or 2 to give it to us. We need it like right now, and like right now. Please, are you already working on it? Like, I'm stressed about this. Okay, this Wheel of Time was everything. And that's it for my review on the Wheel of Time. It was a great season. It was a great end to the season. It really left me a little bit frustrated because I wanted more. I wanted there to be fireworks and light and thunderbolts and a big battle and all this. And now I know it's what I ultimately thought. They all have a part to play, and they're all a portion of the dragon. And that is everything. That is a real twist, okay? So that's it for me for the Wheel of Time. Guys, remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Don't forget to leave a comment. I answer all comments, and I love feedback, and I thank you so much. You got to continue to give me these comments so it will help my algorithms and all of the things that I'm doing, because you definitely need that engagement to pop, okay? So I want to thank you for that. Thank you so much for your continued energy, your continued strength, and building me up. Thank you for all the DMs telling me to keep going, asking me where I was. Guys, I am so sorry. I was caught up in the midst, but I have to mind the business that pays me. So I have to mind this business while I mind that business, while I mind the other business, while I mind the other business. And I'm trying to concentrate. Remember that you'll see me on Flex FM Radio every Friday night from 10 to midnight after January 7th. So January 7th will be we'll resume the Flex FM entertainment scoop of the day or the week, and then we'll be having like different discussions with me and Nikki Blaze. So join me while I join Nikki Blaze on Blazing Fridays on Flex FM Radio on Inside the Metaverse. That's right, 10 p.m. to midnight on Friday nights. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for listening to that, and that's it for me for the Wheel of Time, and I think I am done. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and do a review for the Real Housewives of the North Pole. The Real Housewives of the North Pole is a movie on Peacock. And let me just give you the tea. I found it, somebody was talking about it on Twitter, and I was excited because I saw all the housewives. I saw Lisa Barlow, and I saw Dame Karen Huger, and I saw I don't know who else. But it follows the Christmas Queens of the North Pole and the best holiday house decorating competition. I liked it because it was starring Kyle Richards. I was excited because I thought I was going to see more of the actual housewives throughout the show or the movie. Like, I thought they were the whole of the ex-wives was, the housewives were starring the movie, but it's really just Kyle that's actually starring the movie. I did like the movie. I enjoyed it. It's one of those feel-good Christmas movies. It's something that you can definitely catch on Peacock. So Kyle and her best friend have been getting together and having like a Christmas competition every year. They enter the Christmas competition, and when they enter the Christmas competition, they always win together. So the news team comes, the news person, a news reporter, she comes to town. She's living in town. She does, generally the news magazine normally does like feel good stories for Christmas. However, they're going in a new direction and they want like scandal and stuff, so it becomes a Real Housewives scandal. And for some reason, Kyle's character and her best friend fall out, and they have a major fight, and they decide to compete with each other, and they're competing, and it's very funny and it's very good, and I enjoy it. That's something that you could catch on Peacock streaming now. So I wanted to talk about that as well. I like Kyle in it. She could really act. She does really well, and I wanted to tell you Kyle's daughter stars in it as one of the troop members as well, her 9-year-old daughter. Hold on, I just wanted to make sure. Because I've seen her, Kyle, and I am speaking about Kyle. I don't know, she had some kind of role in the making of the movie. Kyle Richards, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't know, you gotta watch the movie because it's not giving me the information that I'm looking for. I'm trying to find like the credits. But yes, that is a very good movie to catch. It's a feel-good movie. You know, I like those Christmas feel-good movies. Christmas isn't over until New Year's come and gone, so you can still catch it. I was excited. The only thing that I didn't like was the fake date. We didn't see more of the housewives. Like, I wanted to see them throughout the movie. Like, that would have been good and cute to use up a lot more of them. But that was really good, though. So yeah, that's it for the Real Housewives of the North poll. That's something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I also wanted to talk about the whole Doja Cat thing. She was complaining that, according to CapitalExtra.com, Doja Cat admits she's no longer enjoying her music career. She's no longer enjoying the career after admitting that she isn't happy anymore and hasn't had fun making music in the last 5 years. She says, "Do I want to do that ish because I have to? No, I don't. But I feel pressure to do ish like that. I don't want to do that. I want to be home. I want to play effing. I want to make music. I want to play effing video games," she said on Instagram Live. And this was on November 26th. She said, "I just mean make music, like willy-nilly have fun and just jam and make some ish. I haven't done that in maybe 5 years, it feels like," she explained. Recently driving fans insane after a video of her winking on stage went viral. The 26-year-old said that she feels like she has been doing things that she doesn't actually want to. She says, "I'm doing all this ish that I don't want to do. I don't want to take pictures. Like, yes, planning a photo shoot is very fun. Capturing a concept, capturing a visual idea, like something like that. I love fashion. I really do." And then she put up a post saying sorry for complaining on Twitter. She linked to apologize for her comments. While some fans chose to critique her, others sympathized with the Say So rapper. One fan wrote, "Doja Cat is getting millions over here complaining because she got to take pictures. She's always complaining about the issue she signed up for, blah, blah, blah." While another commented, "You're not complaining. You're showing us how you feel. Please take a break, Doja. You give us more than enough every day, and we're so thankful for that. We love you so much, and whatever you do, we still continue to support you." She became, alongside her, the artist Her, she became the most nominated artist for next year's Grammy Awards. One of the most nominated artists for next year's Grammy Awards. She received 8 nominations, including Album of the Year and Song of the Year. All right. So I wanted to address the Doja Cat thing because allegedly she is managed by Uncle Luke. And they say Uncle Luke allegedly like pushes you really hard. Like, remember like Shakira had the problem with Uncle Luke? And she had to sue Uncle Luke, allegedly. In October 7, 2021, fans worry, according to thethings.com, fans worry about Doja Cat as she deletes mental health posts about being overworked. She took to Twitter to express the exhaustion that her nonstop career has been causing her. Fans are showing their support for her after she opened up about feeling overworked in a Twitter rant and then swiftly deleted it. It's no question that she had a lot on her plate in the last couple of years. She hosted the MTV Music Video Awards, and then she released a #1 hit album. She does exceptional work, and she began to open up about her work and how it has been negatively affecting her mental health. She says, on the night of October 6th, she took to Twitter to express the exhaustion. She highlighted how her mental health was taking a hit due to this, as she claimed she was not happy. She began the series of tweets by stating, "I'm just tired and I don't want to do anything. I'm not happy. I'm done saying yes to MFers because I can't even have a week to just chill. I'm never not working. I'm effing tired. Alex is getting old. He's 68 years old and I can't even be there for him. I want to be alone." She then continued by stating how she believed that she had nobody to blame for this but herself. She's putting pictures of herself sleeping. She stated, "It's not anybody else's fault but mine anyway. I just keep agreeing to ish I don't want to do in the future. It's my own dumb fault. And then I'm too tired to put any effort into this ish because I'm so run down from everything else." Then she rounded off the thread by stating, I don't care anymore, man." So the series of tweets was short-lived as she quickly deleted them following their upload. Many of the fans saw the tweets. They rushed to shower her with love and support as they worried about her well-being. One fan stated she needs a break. I know she sometimes misses the days where she was just on live doing music, chilling. She has been working non-stop since she blew up. Hope she takes a good break. Many wrote to her to remind her that it was okay to take a break and get some rest, and all of these things were going on. One moment here. Let me find this that I'm looking for. Minute. Let's see if we catch this. I'm gonna get something out of there. I thought she had came out the other day, most recently, and said she didn't, like, she was trying to explain what she meant by all that stuff. Oh, she tested positive for COVID-19 on December 13. And she had to pull out of some dates. So, hold on. Okay, I'm not seeing the tea that I wanted to see, so I'm just going to leave that alone for another time. Hopefully I find it where she was addressing the rumors about her career and saying that she's not being overworked and she didn't like mean that stuff that she was saying and putting in all this stuff. So, you know, she works for Uncle Luke. So Uncle Luke is her manager, and there has been stuff. Kesha, the artist, allegedly the artist named Kesha, and this is Wikipedia. Kesha is another artist of Dr. Luke's, and she had a lawsuit. There was a series of lawsuits and countersuits between the singer, Kesha, and the music producer, Dr. Luke, for infliction of emotional distress, gender-based hate crimes, and employment discrimination. Dr. Luke denied all of the allegations. He claimed Seabird and her mother made defamatory statements in an attempt to extort him, and she stated the details on February 1926 in a deposition. They had a free Kesha petition to free her from Dr. Luke's management, accusing him of stunting the singer's creative growth as an artist. It had over 10,000 signatures. It was revealed on her, I guess it was a reality show or something, or tour show, Kesha, My Crazy Beautiful Life, that she had little creative control over her album Warrior, and that certain songs were omitted from the album against her wishes. She's written over 70 songs that were intended for Warrior, but Dr. Luke scrapped many of them. The co-director of My Crazy Beautiful Life tweeted a picture in November of front row fans at one of Kesha's concerts carrying banners labeled F Dr. Luke. Her mom blamed Dr. Luke for her lack of creative input and said that she hoped that Kesha will be dropped from RCA Records. So in October 2014, Kesha sued Dr. Luke for intimate assault and battery, intimate harassment, gender violence, emotional abuse, and violation of California business practices, which had occurred over 10 years working together. She states that he repeatedly drugged her, allegedly had sexual contact with her and without her consent, and that his abuse caused her eating disorder. She asked the court to break her contract with Dr. Luke. In response, he filed a countersuit against her, alleged defamation, and asked the judge to dismiss her accusation. He filed a defamation lawsuit against her lawyer. In December, his lawyers amended the official complaint in the defamation lawsuit to introduce additional items, including a handwritten birthday card from Kesha back in 2009. Luke's attorney claimed the card is from several years after Kesha claims he started abusing her. Other additions included several emails between Dr. Luke and Kesha's mother, where the latter wrote to him, "You're part of our family," and things like that. On February 18, 2015, during New York Fashion Week, Kesha wore a discount Universe dress with the words, "You will never own me" on the front of the garment, which at least one media source speculated to be an obvious jab at Dr. Luke amid Kesha's recovery. On June 9, 2015, it was reported that she amended her complaint and added a suit against Sony Music Entertainment, with her lawyer claiming that Dr. Luke's proclivity for abusive conduct was open and obvious to Sony. Executives who either knew of the conduct and turned a blind eye, failed to investigate Dr. Luke's conduct, failed to take any corrective action, or actively conceal Dr. Luke's abuse. Kesha sought an injunction with Sony against working and releasing music with Dr. Luke and for greater artistic freedom. Her lawyer responded about the injunction, saying she cannot work with music producers, publishers, or record labels to produce new music with no music to perform. She cannot tour. She cannot sell merchandise. It will cause her irreparable harm. She had previously sworn under oath in 2011 that the producer had never assaulted her or drugged her in a deposition for a lawsuit against her former managers. So that was a key piece of evidence that played a role in the court denying her injunction. Her and her lawyers claimed the statements made in the deposition were false and the result of fear, being abused, bullying, and the abuse trauma. On February 19, 2016, New York Supreme Court Judge Shirley Cornrich ruled against Kesha's request for a preliminary injunction that would release her from her contract with Kemosabe Records, owned by Dr. Luke, under the umbrella of Sony. The decision was made after the judge told her lawyer that he was essentially asking the court to decimate a contract that was heavily negotiated and typical for the industry. Further, in 2011, Kesha went on record saying that Dr. Luke had never done anything to her. According to the defense, Dr. Luke had already invested $60 million in her career and also offered to allow the singer to fulfill her contract and record without his involvement. The judge also cited what she felt was vagueness in Kesha's counterclaims, referring to the lack of documentation or hospital report records supporting the alleged attacks. The verdict sparked protests outside the courtroom and started a freekesha movement online, responding to the online complaint. Dr. Luke tweeted, "I didn't, abuse her, and she and I were friends for many years, and she was like my little sister." He said the lawsuit was motivated by money, and March 21st, she appealed in denial. Reports were made of an alleged offer made to Kesha after the ruling. Kesha made some social media posts stating that she was offered freedom from the recording contract with the condition that she retract the allegations. She rejected the settlement and said the truth cannot be retracted. And her spokesperson for Dr. Luke denies that a settlement was ever offered. Okay, so on April 2016, a judge denied all of Kesha's abuse claims. In August 2016, she drops the charges in Los Angeles while continuing her New York suit, clarifying that this lawsuit has been so heavy on my once free spirit, and I could only pray to one day feel that happiness again. March 2017, a judge refused to amend her original case in March 2017, noting that she had entered a contract after the time period that the singer alleged that abusive behavior began, and contradicting the assertion that any alleged abuse would have been unforeseeable, and suggested that Dr. Luke's alleged abusive behavior would have been foreseeable. February 2020, the court made a ruling that a false statement to Lady Gaga about Dr. Luke that was defamatory, and there's no evidence of some things that she had said. June 2021, in an oral argument, they're still going through it. In April 2021, a divided panel of New York State Supreme Court Appellate Division judges ruled that Dr. Luke wasn't a public figure, stating, although he's an acclaimed music producer and well-known, the entertainment industry is not a household name. The ruling was significant because public figures must meet a high legal standard to prove they've been defamed. June 2021, in an oral argument, the judge ruled that New York's recently established free speech law applies to this case. Dr. Luke must now prove that Keisha acted in malice and that the singer will now be able to seek damages for the battle if she wins a trial. I don't know. So that's where that stands. Okay, so the things that Keisha alleged of Dr. Luke were a lot. You can find them on the internet. I'm not going to say they, what's her name? Doja Cat is experiencing the same things that Keisha was experiencing and that she filed this lawsuit for. But I am going to say that apparently Doja Cat does a lot of the work for herself. And she's not really making any money from it. It's a lot of murkiness going on. So, her rise, according to theatlantic.com, July 6, 2021, Doja Cat's entertaining rise has enabled something uncomfortable: the rehabilitation of Dr. Luke's career. In other words, has enabled the music industry, which was notoriously slow to react to the Me Too, to quietly move past one of the most famous intimacy abuse accusations in its recent history. The producer had a lot of smash hits, and the hot streak ended in 2014 when his one-time protege, the singer Keisha, accused him of rape, and I said the word I've been trying not to say all along, and abuse in a civil suit that sought to void her contract. Much of the music industry seemed to rally around Keisha, while Luke professes innocence and successfully defended against her suit on technical grounds. Today, the underlying issues raised by the allegations remain unsolved, yet he appears to have returned to power player status by working with charismatic young performers such as Sweetie the Kid Leroy and, most significantly, Doja Cat. Dr. Luke's apparent comeback cements the idea that cancel culture, when it comes to mainstream music, is more of a theoretical concept than an actual system that enforces norms and values. Name almost any musician who at some point inspired thunderstorms of outrage, whether for allegedly committing violence or saying slurs, and their career likely ended up surviving because of the catchiness of their songs. This is a big mosquito. I'm trying to catch it. More than a decade after assaulting Rihanna, Chris Brown remains inescapable on radio, and just this past month, another woman accused him of hitting her. Earlier this year, the country star Morgan Wallen was caught on tape saying the N-word, apologized, and still saw his popularity soar. Record companies may talk about supporting social justice, but in the end, if an artist proves sellable, that artist is going to keep getting sold. When Luke written songs such as Doja Cat and Sisters Kiss Me More hooks audiences, that's not necessarily an endorsement of Luke. Most people have no idea who sings the songs they hum along to as TVS, much less what that singer or their producer may have done outside of the recording booth. But listeners don't have to help return Dr. Luke's part of him. While Doja Cat, Sweetie, and other performers gain fame with songs produced by him, people who are concerned by the allegations may feel gaslit by popular culture. They may struggle with the ethical and factual thinking that the music business has chosen to ignore. They may feel it reductive to write off Doja Cat because of a man behind the scenes who signed her to a deal before any allegation surfaced. Yet a crucial truth remains. When entertainment industries profit from comebacks by troubling figures, individual consumers are one of the last lines of resistance. The civil complaint Keisha filed in 2014 laid out a narrative that's familiar in pop mythology. A powerful man helps mold a talented young woman into a star while allegedly belittling, controlling, or abusing her to the point where she cannot take it anymore. The details always differ, but the public has become accustomed to cheering for famous women to get free from tyrannical male collaborators, such as the case with Tina Turner and Ike Turner. Violence and intimacy assault are part of the story. In other cases, Mariah Carey and Tommy Mottola, or what's allegedly happening between Britney Spears and her father, Jamie Spears. It's about financial and psychological control. In any case, many such stories are shared with the hope of preventing other generations of women from undergoing similar trials. Keisha's account about Luke involves both physical assault and more subtle manipulation. The most shocking claims were that he drugged her had intimacy with her while she was unconscious, and then threatened to destroy her life if she spoke out. But her lawsuit also referenced insults, intimidation, and mind games. No judge has ever ruled on the veracity of the claims in Keisha's suit. On Twitter, Dr. Luke professes innocence by saying, I didn't, assault her, and I have never had intimacy with her. It's sad that she would turn a contract negotiation into something so horrendous and untrue. In court, they succeeded in having her suit dismissed because of jurisdiction and the statute of limitations, and he's now suing her for defamation. Outsiders can't know the truth about what happened between Luke and Keisha, but they can take note that many other artists have said, including under oath, that they no longer work with Luke for reasons unrelated to Keisha's claims. Clarkson reflected on her own demeanor experiences with him, said that Luke is not a good person. Pink used similar language. He's not a good person, added he doesn't do the right thing when given ample opportunities to do so. The pop star BB Rexa talked about being belittled and intimidated during a writing session at Luke's home. Even defenders portray him as callous and cutthroat. The bad buzz around Luke may make some people more sympathetic to Keisha's claims, but it also makes it easy to conclude, even without being certain of her claims, that the music industry would be healthier without him in a position of influence. For a little while, the industry appeared to agree. A lot of superstars stopped working with him after Keisha filed her suit. Sony distanced itself from him and his label when she left as CEO in 2017. The 2018 Grammys used Kesha's cathartic post-lawsuit single Praying for a Me Too themed ensemble performance. He still had a foothold in the industry, though. He kept producing songs for lower wattage performance, Neo, Tigger, and growing his publishing company, Prescription Songs. He also took to using pseudonyms as a producer, including Made in China, Tyson Tracks, or Duke. Perhaps most notable, he kept guiding aspiring stars he had signed. When outcry erupted about the dance pop diva Kim Petras working with him, she spoke of her positive experience with Dr. Luke, but said that does not negate or dismiss the experience of others or suggest that multiple perspectives cannot exist at once. All right, this is the approach that his collaborators, artistic and commercial, often take. I started Luke's chillness in their own interactions without commenting on specific allegations. Doja's beliefs about her producer, by contrast, are almost entirely unclear. She'd been a 17-year-old SoundCloud musician when Dr. Luke signed her in 2013, months before Keisha filed her suit. Whether Doja is still bound to the agreement she signed back then isn't publicly known, but judging by precedent, she may well be. The deal signed with Keisha in 2005 was enforceable as of 2017, and it stipulated that he produced 6 songs on every one of her albums. Fans speculate that Doja is obligated to record with Luke, but she has not commented to the media, including in response to an email sent by the author to a publicist about him, whether by choice or for contractual reasons. In the end, she has been at least as integral to Luke's recent trajectory as he has been to hers. Her 2018 debut studio album, Amala, came out through Kemosabe Records, but became a commercial success only after she engineered a viral moment with the joke track Moo, which features the memorable chorus, Ich am a cow. The song is hilarious and catchy, and she says she created it on a lark in her bedroom. So that video drew her the sort of attention that would be superstars dream of. She had a subsequent reissue featured the first ever Luke-produced Doja song, Juicy. And then her sophomore album's breezy single Say So became the first Hot 100 #1 hit of her short career, and Dr. Luke's first #1 since Keisha took him to court. So, that's just a little bit of what Keisha is dealing with. Doja Cat is dealing with. So when she comes and she says she's tired, I think that she's tired because of management, allegedly. She provides an example of confusion. Many articles list Dr. Luke as just one of a number of reasons why she's controversial. In the past, she has tweeted anti-gay slurs, titled a song with a vicious anti-black slur, and hung out in chat rooms that racists frequent. She has apologized for and given explanations about much of this, and the impression is that the author gets is that Doja Cat is like many young adults emerging from spending her adolescence steeped in online troll scenes. Choosing not to listen to her music doesn't obviously help fix the problem that define those particular scandals. Her ties to Dr. Luke are a separate issue, however. If you read and listened to so many testimonials by women decrying manipulative male moguls over the years, it makes sense to avoid contributing to his return to prominence. So, it goes on to ask, how does a person opt out and things like that and things of that nature. on 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Let me just find some information here. To round out this piece. They were actually trying to cancel her for the racist remarks, but apparently she caught COVID and it became a different story. So there's that for a bit of deflection. And not only that, don't look up that's it. That's really it that I have. Trying to find something that I was watching and there was a tweet. 1 minute. You know what? I was watching a video on YouTube by Sloan, and Sloan was giving us the information about how Doja Cat is producing her own songs and DrLuke is stealing her credits. She signed before everybody found out everything about DrLuke and allegedly and Kesha. So people are just astounded by what's going on with her. She started learning production in GarageBand in 11th grade, and she actually didn't have intentions of singing or rapping until she needed a job. She's created intricate beats from scratch on IG Live on multiple occasions. She's not given any production credits on her album Planet Her when the people see her creating the beats on Instagram Live. Everyone is surprised because Doja live streamed herself making beats specifically for the album, and all the songs credited DrLuke become singles. Further confusion arises when Doja's sound engineer Ryan Lewis takes to Instagram to celebrate. I'm reading it Twitter, twitter.com. Further confusion arises when Doja's sound engineer Ryan Lewis takes to Instagram to celebrate the album release, inadvertently revealing that Doja actually produced all of her vocals on the album. Like, this man talks about how good of an artist she is, every harmony, every massive stack, every backing vocal, and a character voice. Those are all her ideas, 100%. It's an honor to work with someone of her caliber, and I hope I get a front row seat to her talent for years to come. And massive congratulations to all of Team Doja, and especially to the El Centro crew who were there from the very beginning. Like, this man really sings her praise. Speculation about Luke's credits on songs he didn't contribute to rose when Genius uploaded a making of video for Kiss Me More, on which he has a writing credit. However, Yeti Beats and Raja Shayed document the song's entire creation, revealing no actual involvement from Luke. Producer Akaz Arcades uploaded fan favorite track Big Ol' Booty, but less than 12 hours after its upload, the video was taken down. Arcade's comments suggest that Dr. Luke somehow obtained control of the song's distribution despite not being involved in the production. While this might be all the info we have about Doja's production, we know Luke is facing legal battles from multiple other producers alleging breach of contract and unpaid royalties. Some legal experts allege that Dr. Luke's entire career has been carried by other producers. Don't forget to keep spreading this information. It's concerning that the tweets have been deleted. Luke is currently suing Kesha for breach of contract because she didn't release her third album on time due to the fact that she was in rehab recovering from her eating disorder. They said bring back Doja Cat's deleted tweets about being overworked now that Dr. Luke is suing Kesha for not recording her third album while she was in rehab for her eating disorder. Free Kesha, free Doja. She said, I like don't care anymore, man. I read all of that already. Kelly Clarkson's deposition also reveals that Luke is a compulsive liar who's taking credits for songs she wrote. The author says, my favorite part, Luke told him he had written Hazel Eyes, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I went through a really shitty relationship. Can I say shitty? The people are saying, keep trending Mute Dr. Luke and spreading this info because his team is working very hard to bury it. Kesha's been trying to escape this man for 16 years now, and even becoming a global pop star hasn't been enough to free her. Reminder that Doja does not want to work with him, but has no choice. It can be confusing since other artists who work with him, Sweetie, Kim Petras, The Killer Road, Neo, Pitbull, have willingly saw him out and in some cases defended him, called Kesha a liar. She has tweeted, okay, so this is where she tweeted and said, no, say no, Dr. Luke, no. She says, I died before I got out of my contract with Dr. Luke. I see y'all fighting for me, thank you. They have photos of Kesha, Dr. Luke's photos of Kesha laying unconscious, was leaked via his original Twitter post that he later deleted. Doja has not publicly commented on December 16. Rolling Stone says Doja has not publicly commented on her work with Dr. Luke until now. She says, I haven't worked with him in a very long time. There's ish that he's credited for where I'm like, I don't know if he did anything on that. So someone says, Doja Shayoni says, I also remember that the first days after the release of PH on Wikipedia in producer section, near a lot of tracks, she was credited as a producer, and Dr. Luke was only credited on a few of them the week after she wasn't credited on any song, while he was on almost every song. Okay. Okay. So people are talking about seeing her being credited and then the credits being moved and it being Dr. Luke being credited for Doja songs. Okay, so this is some information that you can catch on Twitter. It is a Twitter thread. If you put in, it's a Mute Dr. Luke thread. So, by Burbank the Bleacher. So just to let you know, I have read that to you from Twitter. Alright? So I don't know what's going on with Doja Cat. I don't know what's going on with her career. I do know that she seemed to be tired. I do know that she seemed to be overworked. I did my piece about her the other day when we did the award show. And in the piece that I did with her doing the award show, I think it was the VMAs. I was a little bit like, you know, coming down on her. And then I saw Sloan's on YouTube piece about Doja Cat and things that were going on with her career and everything, and then realizing that she's being managed by Dr. Luke, and you know what Keisha went through, and I worry for her and what she's going through. And she's a young girl, and she's been with him since she was 17, you know, working and so on. And if he did those things to Keisha, then I believe that he would do the same things to Doja, allegedly. So, you know, I did want to get that out. I did want to talk about it, and I did want to bring that tea just so y'all could know what's going on with it. So I did want to bring that, guys. We don't want to be too hard on Doja. We want to see what's going to happen, what's going to be like the follow-up to this, the follow-up to the lawsuit between Dr. Luke and Keisha. He's suing her for defamation, saying that she hasn't produced the album and all these other type things, when everybody's trying to say free Keisha and mute Dr. Luke. So let's see if the mute Dr. Luke is going to get loud again based upon this new filing of this lawsuit that he's doing against Keisha now. All right. And let's follow up with the situation with Doja Cat and see what happens and what transpired. Because generally when these artists are overworked, they're starting to break down and stuff. They have her doing way too much, and she definitely does need a break, because she's been going for a good couple of years, and she's saying it and we're seeing it. So Dr. Luke needs to just give her a time off, give her a break, let her relax, like don't burn out the artist. All right, so that's it for Coffee Tea or Labrish. I want to thank you for sitting with me. Thank you for giving me your energy. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for listening to me going on and on and on. And I am done. Don't forget, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. All of your feedback is definitely welcome. And I do answer every comment, guys. And I want to thank you so much. It's been Mona in the Fatigue of a High Pimper Shopping Spare for me. I'm a money tree. 7 of the key cut at 4+3. And when you come about all the wife of a flea man, pay on panic, you know, take charity. Bop, bop, bop. All right, and big up Bulletz Gotti on Clubhouse. I've been following Bulletz Gotti. I go in some of the rooms. I can't bother with Bulletz room, because Bulletz room are the gangster room, and sometimes I go in there, sometimes I can't manage it. Sometimes I run from the gangster room, because I don't know the gangster people. I mean, one nobody come in there, come beat me online and find me and do me things. So you don't know the thing go already. Hey, you have to do it, but yeah, Wack, you get me. All right, have a good night, guys. I love you. Bye.